It's a good omen to start anything with the name of God, and hence, the first chapter of my journey began with a place full of faiths and hopes. Peace is my thing, and spiritual places give me the exact thing I want. And your spirituality plays a role and not religion. I saw a scene where people were praying from the bottom of their heart, and some of them were carrying memories of the place with them. And oof, what a scene of the clouds and the sea merging together with a rainbow as a blissful sight. Instead of opening up to someone, I opened up to my open diary through writing. I didn't want to close it though, but I wanted to explore more, and so I had to leave this peaceful realm and go back to the chaotic world outside. I got back to the world and I saw a different life in the streets of Mumbai. Grandmas who should be relaxing at home at this age were asking for people to help them survive. A thought of helping them was on my mind, and suddenly, a guy's shoulder met mine. It was a ZING. I looked behind and what I saw was the most beautiful thing I could ever see. He sat down. He was distributing food to the grandmas. I snapped the noble gesture and... Oops, he noticed. He walked towards me and he asked me to show the picture. I did. He smiled and he walked. I wanted him to wait, maybe. I walked off too. My new day began with the Great Gateway of India. I could see the gateway has always been open for the people in search of tranquility. Taj gave me a new vision for the phrase of tall and handsome. I then saw the messengers of love, pigeons. The voice of the sea pulled my soul towards itself. I saw the ferry sailing up and sailing down as if dancing with the waves. I felt like a minion in front of the gigantic architecture, but I was happy. I went walking towards these steps to sit down and write of the aesthetic feel the place gave me. I wrote and I wrote. I suddenly heard someone say, मेरा 9:30 का train है. And that is when I realized that I've missed out on the most famous things of Mumbai, the local trains. I packed up and I went. Then reached the CST station. The station gave me vintage vibes. Yeah, just as I like it. I felt as if I saw all the humans in the world on just one place. So many of them at one time. Hundreds getting down and doubles getting in. The scene was in sync with the timing of the trains, which I realized a lot later. Wow. I was looking for a place to sit so that I could put down my thoughts, and I found one. And in this chaos and fast life, I saw a familiar face and he waved at me. Who he? The same street guy. I waved back. He walked towards me to give a handshake, and I didn't. I embarrassed him by not doing it. We sat on the bench, awkwardly. After a few moments, he asked whether he could leave, and I stopped him. I opened my diary to write him. Hello there, I'm Naina and a bit uncomfortable. A visitor and confused where to go. Who are you? He read it, and instead of replying verbally, he asked me for a pen. He wrote,
Hey, Kartik here. I know a beautiful place out here. Mind if I be your tourist guide for the day? We'll travel in locals.
I read, I smiled, I wrote, Thank you for being one for the day. He read it and we left. We exchanged our numbers on the way and decided to meet later in the evening. Whoa, so black was the call for the evening. We wore it together. We reached a place called Warsaw. Oh wow, what a place. The illuminated cloud, the huge waves, the wet sand, and the far faded buildings made it worth seeing. We were just sitting, so I thought I'll just remove my diary and sketch the scene. I was sketching in the scene, but I failed miserably. But I saw it and I was satisfied. I wanted to step in the water, but I was scared. Seeing me in a state like this, Kartik removed his footwear and went towards the water. He went and he asked me to join him, and I went too. I was enjoying the fresh cold water on my feet and clicked some snaps on my phone. While I was busy snapping, Kartik got a call and he stepped out of the cold water. He was busy on his phone and I was busy on mine. He was still on the call. I went and sat down on the rocks. He was busy, so I texted him saying, "Get here Kartik, I'm alone." He saw this text and asked me to look at him. He apologized saying,
Sorry, I have to leave.
I walked off and I could listen someone's voice calling out,
Naina! Naina! I want to tell you something.